Do you suffer from low self-esteem? Then why not use the forgotten powers of mind control that you can activate for zero cost to building self-esteem in less than 24 hours? So why are you not using them? Have you ever wanted to be more, build self-esteem, and do more? There comes a time in most people's lives when things don't seem to be going as well as we had hoped, or, let's be honest, had expected them to go. Ever thought that maybe, just maybe, there's more to life than what you're experiencing? If you answered yes to any of the above questions, then not listening to this short video will be paramount to health, wealth, and financial suicide. For the sake of both yours and your family's future, spend a few minutes with me, and I absolutely guarantee you will peer into a whole new world. A world where you never have to worry about feeling out of control because of fear and low self-esteem. A world where you can be happier, confident, and have anything you want to. A world that has been deliberately held back from you because of you and how you feel about yourself. Listen on. Low self-esteem is a roadblock between you and your desires. And I know firsthand. I used to be plagued with low self-esteem. Looking back, I realized that low self-esteem controlled most of my life. Low self-esteem kept me from taking chances. Low self-esteem kept me in my job. It kept me from looking for something better. It also kept me from moving to a new location. What if I don't like the new city? What if I can't make new friends? I realized all of these what-if questions were based on fear and low self-esteem. But that didn't stop me from being fearful. Until I discovered a book called Mastery of Self, which is the final book of a collection of self-power books by Dr. Frank Channing Haddock. It's a 100-year-old classic from one of the early teachers of the laws of attraction and the antidote for overcoming fear and building self-esteem. Beware of success based on a foundation of misguided principles. Following my redundancy, I experienced more character building days than at any other time of my life. And because my earlier success in life had been based on a foundation of misguided principles, I now face severe personal challenges and low self-esteem in almost every aspect of my life. Recently, though, something happened to me that made me certain I needed to do something. During that time, I moved in and out of a deep depression and low self-esteem. I was in total despair. It was knocking at my door every day. I was unfortunate enough to learn the meaning of the chilling expression, the dark night of the soul. My first reaction to losing my job was one of rejection, low self-esteem, and worthlessness. Then, as the months passed by, I started to worry about what on earth I was going to do next. What could I possibly do to turn my life around? Then I discovered how I could release invisible psychological shackles that stopped me from achieving the life I desired and building self-esteem. By accident, I happened to stumble across books which would not only save my life, but also change it forever. These books taught me that low self-esteem and the way I was feeling was to do with my mind and thoughts. Life-changing words to repair an injured spirit. Then I discovered these inspirational books which came into my possession in the most unlikely way. I purchased a copy of As a Man Thinketh by the late James Allen simply because it looked like a book you'd be interested in, and several years earlier I had purchased a big bundle of books at a discount book sale, and buried in the bundle, to be fully discovered later, was Annie Payson, Power Through Repose. Published in 1902, I expected As a Man Thinketh to be grossly out of date in modern times, but as I began to read, I found I couldn't put it down. I read it through in one sitting, which wasn't too hard considering how concise it is. The first time I read through the book, I highlighted the key thoughts. On my second reading, I began to underline more sentences than jumped off the page. By the third reading, the book was a marked-up mess, testifying to the tremendous guidance Allen had provided for the repair of an injured spirit. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. There's an expression, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. There is no doubt at the time that I was ready on building self-esteem, and there is no doubt that James Allen was to be my teacher. His book gave me a childlike feeling of discovery of myself, and by the end I felt an unbelievable sense of relief, enlightenment, and hope. In short, everything I'd been searching for suddenly clicked. Not only did the book diagnose precisely what I had been suffering from, but it also spelled out in black and white, plain English, exactly what I needed to do to get my life back on track. It provided me with a simple philosophy, ashamedly overlooked by millions the world over, that would enable me to turn my life around within days. Change your thoughts, change your life. I now understood how I was going to change my destiny simply by changing the way I thought about things in my life. And more importantly, I now knew and believed that I was in total control, building self-esteem out of my own destiny. I felt a sense of power where previously I had felt weakness against an onrushing torrent of negative circumstances. Did you know that low self-esteem influences your journey to wealth creation? That is because wealth is a result, an output which comes from yourself. How you think, feel, and react are based on these feelings. Therefore, building self-esteem is a powerful tool for wealth creation. Your life is at a crossroads. Take the wrong turn and you'll never change and always be on the same path. Take the right path and you'll be on the way to a life you've always wanted, where you'll be free from low self-esteem. How much would you pay for that? For more information, please visit www.hanelmasterkeysystem.com for a free mini course.